I'm the worst at starting and finishing projects, so if this is something you would do, I thought you could work on something that's been on the back burner for a while and make progress on. Well, this is a great request because this is a question that I get all the time. Amber, how do you get so much shit done? And I get a lot of shit done, but I also start a lot of projects. A lot of it has to do with the way I manage my mania, honestly. I start a million different projects at once. Although I start a lot of projects, I do tend to finish the things that I do. I'm making this right now as I'm in a half cleaned out, organized art studio, and I've surrounded myself with all of the, well, not all of the art, but a lot of the art that I am in the middle of. Important things about starting a project and not being able to finish it stems from a person's fear to fail at it. So a lot of the time, the fear of failing at a project will keep you from finishing it. I think that's a lot of people's issues with art and creativity, is that when they set out to do something and they put their time and their effort into that thing, they want it to come to fruition. They want the results that they set out for. And that's not what being an artist is about. Sometimes you're going to hate your end result. Sometimes you're going to paint over it. Most of my canvases have paintings and paintings layered underneath them. That might also be because I'm poor and I run out of canvases. But that fear of failure is gonna hold you back from actually accomplishing anything. Sometimes some of the best things that I have created have come from me setting out to do something in particular, or just experimenting and seeing what I get. Sometimes the end result isn't what I wanted. There are a lot of times you end up unhappy with your work. And that's just something that you have to accept about the arts. The arts aren't about perfection 100% of the time. They're about exploration and self-expression and learning new things and trying new things and succeeding at things you never thought you would, and failing at things sometimes when you thought everything was gonna go hunky-dory. So, take you tour. This is the art studio I'm in the middle of cleaning and organizing. It is an absolute disaster. It's terrible. These are all the paintings I'm currently working on. I figured I would display them for everyone just so you can see. And these are just paintings, not all of the mediums that I work with. Just paintings that I am in the middle of doing. And I don't finish them for ridiculous reasons. This right here is going to be an artistic rendition of a Ferlinghetti poem, but I have to reread and finish the Odyssey before I can really paint it. Now this guy right here and these two are a part of a series that I started called Here's Looking at You, Freud, and it is the examination of the id, the ego, and the superego. Now, a lot of the time I use mediums that take a while to dry. For example, we have the ego here, our knight. There are layers of Damar varnish drying on that. Same with these right here. They are full of chalk, charcoal, and fixative. These are going to end up being in my series of anthropomorphic plants. These two in particular will focus on eyes and the rebirth of American transcendentalism. This is from my series Lead Ladies. It is the bare bones of an underpainting. As you can see, the key to finishing things isn't necessarily starting them and finishing them right away. Sometimes I put things down for a while before I finish them. And a lot of people will say, oh, leaving things half finished is, ugh, I can't do that. My strong suit is definitely never having a lack of ideas or outlets to express them with. So my best advice for wanting to make art and create things is to just jump into stuff and see what you get. And don't be afraid to fail. Because it's not always about succeeding or failing or making something that's perfect.